What's up YouTube, I'm Blake and this is my video for Apple's new mid-2013 MacBook Air. I have the 11-inch model here on the right, and for this video I'm going to be doing a side-by-side battery test between that and my mid-2012 11-inch MacBook Air. If anyone's seen my video from last year between the 2012 and 2011 model, I'll be doing essentially the same thing. But before I get into details of the test, I did want to cover a few key points. Apple's really billing this as a top feature of the new model. They're saying that you can expect all-day battery life. On the 11-inch model, they're rating it up to 9 hours of battery, and on the 13-inch model, up to 12 hours of battery life. Both numbers are substantial increases over the battery life estimates for previous models, and I believe that's a huge selling point. So how was Apple able to achieve significantly better battery life in the new model? Mainly through increased power efficiency of internal components like the processor and memory, but also through improved specification of the battery itself. I mentioned yesterday that the new model does have an increased battery design capacity of 5100 milliamp hours compared to 4680 milliamp hours in the previous model. Also, for the purposes of this video, we should note that the old model is almost exactly a year old. It does have about 80 charge cycles on it, and you can see the current battery capacity is about 95%. This would be the health of the battery. So we are going to take that into account when we do some calculating at the end of the video. Alright, now I'll explain some of the details of the test. This is something that I came up with to try and simulate a scenario where somebody watches a bunch of YouTube videos until the battery dies. The video that I use for the test is a flash video. It's about 18 megabytes in size and about 2 minutes and 40 seconds in length. Every time the video is played, it is downloaded over Wi-Fi from another computer on my network. And I actually wrote an Apple script to automate the process of this test. I'll explain how that works. It starts a 5-minute loop at the beginning of the test, and that same 5 minutes happens over and over until the battery dies. What happens at the beginning of the loop, it starts a 5-minute countdown, then it logs the current time, then it opens QuickTime, then it opens the video, then it plays the video, which again is about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Then it closes QuickTime, and then after that 5-minute loop has passed, it repeats. Pretty simple, but it is effective. So we're almost ready to start, but I did want to let you know a few more notes about the constants in this test. On both models I have the screen set to half brightness, I have Bluetooth turned off, I have the keyboard backlight off, I have the screensaver disabled, I have display sleep disabled, and only the Apple Script Editor and Finder are running during the test. Okay, we're finally ready to start the test. I'm going to unplug the power from both computers at the same time. Both computers are now running on battery power, and I'm going to start the Apple Script running on both computers at the same time. Alright, the video is loading on both computers. And at this point, all I have to do is wait and come back after the battery has died on both models, and we can review the results. And we're back. It's now the next morning. Both computers are totally out of juice, so I'm about ready to plug them both in and look at the results. And finally, here are the results. You can see both models started the test last night at 11:31:56 p.m. On the old model, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom of the log, I can see the last video played at 4:53:20 a.m. and that means it lasted about 5 hours and 21 minutes. On the new model, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom of the log, 9:39:39 a.m. and that means it lasted 10 hours and 7 minutes. The difference there is 4 hours and 46 minutes longer on the new model, and that's about a 90% increase in battery life. But let's do some additional calculating, taking into account not only the fact that the old model was at 95% of battery health, but also, I'm not sure if you caught it in the beginning of the video, the new model actually was reporting a capacity over 100% of battery health, approximately 103%. I did use the exact milliamp hours figures to do this calculation, but if we assumed that both models would operate at 100% during this test, then the old model would have lasted, we can guess, about 5 hours and 39 minutes, and the new model would have lasted, we can guess, about 9 hours and 51 minutes, Still a difference of 4 hours and 12 minutes, or 74% increase in battery life on the new model. So there you have it, a real-world side-by-side battery test comparing the battery life in the new mid-2013 11-inch MacBook Air with the outgoing 2012 model. It definitely lived up to its claim of having an all-day battery, and I think that's especially remarkable considering the difference in battery life between the 2011 and the 2012 model was nowhere near as significant. That's all I have for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them below. If you found this useful, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is Blake, and thanks for watching.